I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', y'all? Cenat recently came out on one of his streams and he was explaining that he doesn't give anybody, including his friends, free handouts in this clip. And I completely agree. And I think this carries over to hip hop very well. So I'm gonna play you guys the clip first.
I'm a firm believer on you have to throw your friends in the ocean, bro. You can't hold their hand too long. You can give them an opportunity and you have to let them swim. They have to swim. I'm telling you, bro, a lot of the times you could give your mans the opportunity and shit. But bro, they have to swim. You wanna know why? Because they have to get into the mentality that no one's gonna help them but themselves. You feel me? That's the mentality. You gotta trust yourself first. You gotta put yourself front line. You can't just look out for everybody to just help you. You gotta just grind. I feel it. A nigga, it builds character too, bro. I purposely don't set certain shit up easy for them so that they're able to build character and understand what it means to really grind, bro. And then at a perfect point when I see them niggas going crazy, then I come in at the craziest time, bro.
So as you guys just saw, some people think this is fair, some people think this is wrong, but let me just give you a little bit of insight and some perfect examples. So for instance, if Cenat puts somebody on, well, let's just look at his background. Cenat has been making videos on social media since he was 13 years old. Like, we saw a previous photo of him at Roman Atwood and Fousey Tube's meetup when he was just a child. And he's been aspiring to be a YouTuber content creator since then. He's been on Snapchat, Facebook, every single thing. So think of all those years where nothing happened for him as a teenager, as a kid, and he kept going. And then he was recording YouTube videos while he was in college. He would even say he would film a YouTube video, stay up all night editing it to get it out, and then go to class after that. So he's doing this and barely anything's happening for the most part. He's not making money, but there were moments when he would pop here and there on Facebook, but he still kept going. And then eventually his YouTube starts blowing up. He transitions to Twitch. He has to build up Twitch again. It's not an audience that just directly transfers over. So he's building that up, and now he's arguably the biggest American Twitch streamer. I would say, yeah, he is the biggest American Twitch streamer. XQC is huge, but he's Canadian. So now, and Cenat's directly affecting culture and trends, whereas XQC is not. So for Cenat to put someone on, number one, and I've noticed this so many times, especially in hip hop, people get lazy and they have this entitlement, even if you give it to them, and they'll fumble it. So for instance, Chief Keef blew up in Chicago and he tried to put a lot of people on. And he indirectly put a lot of people on. His own ops started blowing up. He created this magnifying glass on the Chicago drill scene that allowed anybody that wanted to blow up to blow up. And he was bringing guys around him, and they just weren't able to hack it. Fredo Santana was able to make a career for himself, do a couple of things. Lil Reese, honestly, a lot of things fell by the wayside for him, and he wasn't able to capitalize properly. I don't know if it was drugs, whatever the case may be, or like beef, but he wanted to stay in Chicago. There were issues. SD had a good run, the rapper SD from Chicago, but then you had other rappers that took advantage of the Chicago scene without support from anybody else, like Montana 300, that ran up a bag during that era, that had his own clothing brand. He was doing stuff independently. He was releasing projects via iTunes. So that's an individual that took advantage of Chief Keef's wave, or the Chicago wave, blew up off of it, made a ton of money without any support from the original himself, and lapping people that Chief Keef actually helped or gave a handout to. Another example is Adin Ross. Adin Ross blows up, he gets a massive kick deal, and he tries putting on all of his homies. He's like, yo, I got you guys a guaranteed salary, a guaranteed payday, and all you have to do is just show up and stream these hours, and you can be making six figures. These guys fumble it. They just, and Adin Ross has even expressed frustration with it. He's like, these guys won't even stream, and I'm giving them guaranteed, or I'm making sure that they get guaranteed money. Some of them lost deals, and it's sad because some people think like, oh yeah, you got to help your homies. But the truth is, if you don't already have the work ethic in you to continuously go at something, if somebody puts you on, you're going to fumble, especially if it's easy, man, you're not going to do any work after that. And it's a frustrating thing because I know it's frustrating for Cenat too, but he's so wise in his at his young age, because most other people, they don't get this. People older than him. Some people will relate this to music with members only, and some people tried to say that this was Ski Mask. We are not going to put that on Ski Mask the Slump God. Ski Mask the Slump God was already rapping before XXXTentacion. He's a far better skilled rapper, skill at the art and craft of rapping than XXXTentacion. He didn't make music like XXXTentacion at all. They were different. They had strong synergy. And Ski Mask after XXXTentacion still dropped good projects. Like Stokely was a great project. That was after X's passing. Now, some people will say, oh, after that, he hasn't been able to capitalize this and that, but what did you expect? Like, Ski Mask is a niche artist. He can't make songs like Juice WRLD made that are widely appealing. Or I wouldn't say that he can't, but that's not his forte. Like, he's known for a specific flow that he brought into the game, and he's still doing incredibly well. I mean, he had a album last year, 11th Dimension. Like, check out the streams on that thing. It's done fine for somebody that is really not in the mix of things. However, everyone else from members only, yeah, people like Kid Trunks is a perfect example. Kid Trunks was just XXXTentacion's little brother, and he had a couple of good songs, but he just wasn't able to carry the momentum. He got lazy. XXX passed, there were drugs, a bunch of other things happened. Both the rest of members only, like people like, I think, Kill Switch, Tank, all of these other guys, I don't know if Tank was one of them, all of these other guys, they didn't really do much. And the reason why they couldn't do much is because everyone cared about XXX so much. And people were saying that Ski Mask was wrong for separating himself from X at a certain point while X was still alive, but that was the best thing Ski Mask did because he wasn't associated with him anymore. So people started to see Ski Mask as an independent entity, which is not the case with the rest of members only. And it's great when you're benefiting while the guy's still alive and there, but when X passes, they're really not that interested in you. And actually, no, they were interested for a period of time because when he passed, the fans were like, yo, let's check out what else is going on with the rest of members only. Since X isn't here, we got to listen to somebody. And that's also why Juice WRLD got a ton of XXXTentacion fans. But Juice WRLD is somebody that made great music and was able to capitalize. But these guys, for the next year or so, where they had a grace period, they didn't know what to do. And it's difficult, right? Like the guy that put you on, that's a close friend of yours, he passes away. What do you even do? But you got to put your foot on the gas because opportunities like this don't come a second time. And they let it fall by the wayside. And they just didn't make it clear that they were an independent entity because then it becomes, okay, so are the rest of these members still members only or are they doing their own thing? Ski Mask carved out a lane for himself. Ski Mask shows still go crazy and it is a strong attachment to Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion, but it's not fake at all. There are Ski Mask fans and they're not just there for the fact that he performs X and Juice songs. I enjoy Ski Mask's music, solely Ski Mask, but he was smart to separate himself. What's another example that I could think of? 50 Cent, a lot of people, even Tony Ayo and Lloyd Banks, like they're just so strongly associated directly to 50 Cent that, I mean, it's honestly a beautiful thing because it's lasted for so long, but these guys have not expected handouts for a long time and have tried to do their own thing. And they've consistently released music, unlike many other people. And this is why, for instance, with Ray, right? Because Kai Cenat does put people on. But I think the conversation probably comes up where it's like, yo, we're your mans. We've been here for this long. And you put this guy Ray on? Well, the thing is, Kai Cenat meets that guy Ray. They do a vlog or whatever in Japan. It blows up. And the guy Ray demonstrates that he's serious. And he keeps streaming in Taiwan by himself, building up his own audience for, hell, who knows, months or almost a year before he links up with Kai again, and he keeps doing his own thing. So that guy's demonstrated that he's willing to do the work. Because a lot of people appear in someone's vlog and they blow up and nothing really happens after, and they're inconsistent and they're lazy. And I see this and it irritates me so much, man. Because when you put in so much effort, and I know rappers go through this a lot, music artists go through this a lot, maybe with people you collaborated with in the past, and they're like, yo, number one, the way social media is structured right now, you can't really put someone on the way that you used to be able to. Like, even if someone, let's say Mr. Beast did this with somebody. Like, somebody got 1 million subs off of Mr. Beast, and then he struggled to keep up the momentum because you have to know how to exist on your own and create the type of content that people want to see or the type of music that people want to hear. And you being a feature on somebody else's song is not enough because that attention is going to subside very quickly if you're not able to demonstrate consistently and the level of quality that they expect from you. So even if Kai Cenat wanted to put people on, it wouldn't work. And then it would frustrate. And this is the thing. there's a lot of entitlement to being someone's like friend that's successful. The only thing that Kai Cenat owes his friends or people close to him is friendship, like hanging out with them, maybe talking to them. They're not really owed that, but the notion that he has to give you a career, and this is not easy. Like Kai Cenat devotes his life to this. Same thing with most artists, most career paths that people think are really, really easy. Sure, they may be easier to maintain, although Kai Cenat is definitely not easy to maintain. When you're at the top like that, you constantly have to be planning and moving and shaking and got a whole team and all of that. But the difficult part is building it brick by brick. And then people just want to move into the house. And then when they move into the house, they don't even want to do any maintenance. So they're not taking out the garbage. They're not raking the leaves. They're not making sure the boiler's working properly. Generator, they're not checking up on that. They're just chilling. And then they're like, yo, why is this house falling apart? Well, it's because you didn't do anything for it. And you don't know how to do anything for it because you didn't learn, because you didn't have to build it brick by brick. So I really respect what Kai Cenat is saying here, and he's spitting facts. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to helloyassine.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.